Hello and welcome to Mr. Hopkins Maths. Today we're going to be looking at adding and subtracting fractions with different denominators. Okay, so we're going to start with a quick recap. 3/10 plus 4/10, common denominator, we just add the two top numbers. But what if we've got 1/3 plus 1/4? We've got different denominators and we've got a small problem here. What we need to do is we need to get some prompts for us.
Will you need me again?
No, I don't need chocolate. We're going to use a clock, not some chocolate this time. And I'm going to lay out the two fractions on top of the clock face. This is a third, this is a quarter. Laying them out together, we can see that they both cover up to the 7th hour. So it's 7 hours out of the 12. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts. So this is 7 out of 12, 7/12. 12 is important, but why? It's in both the 3 and the 4 times tables. It's what we like to call the lowest common multiple. This would be the first number that is the same in both times tables, and it's often abbreviated to LCM. So if we go to 1/3 plus 1/4, we lay out our times tables, so that's 3, 6, 9, 12 for the 3 times table, and for 4 we've got 4, 8, 12, 16. Now I'm going to circle the 12 because this is the first number that's the same in both. This is going to be my new denominator. So I write that out, 12ths. I then count down my 3 times table, 1, 2, 3, 4, and see that I've multiplied my bottom number by 4. Whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom. And again, whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. So if my bottom's 4 times bigger, my numerator also has to be 4 times bigger. 1 times 4 is 4. I do the same to the 4 times table and find it's 3 times bigger. So whatever I do to the bottom has to be done to the top. 1 times 3 is 3. My denominators are the same. I can add them up as if it was a common denominator. So 4/12 plus 3/12, 7/12. In this example, I've got 1/5 plus 2/7. Again, I'm going to have to lay out the 5 times table and the 7 times table to find the lowest common multiple. In the 5 times table, I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40. Gone quite high with this one. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. I'm going to stop there because I've now found the first number that's the same in both times tables. This is my new denominator. So I count down my times tables to find out how many times bigger it is. I find it's 7 times bigger, so 5 times 7 gave me the 35. I multiply the top by 7 and get 7/35. I do the same to the other side, find it's 5 times bigger, and 2 times 5 is 10. We now have a common denominator. I can add these fractions together, so 7 plus 10 is 17. This works with subtraction in exactly the same way, and is really useful. If this video has been helpful to you, feel free to subscribe to future videos from Mr. Hopkins Maths.